Okay, it's probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm right off of Milwaukee and Powell. So I've now completed 3 shows. And I'm in a situation that you all are familiar with. And I'm trying my hardest to move everything forward. My life, my health, my happiness, the show, the website. You know, I'd like to get started on a documentary. Yeah, this is like the ultimate test. For whatever reason. For whatever reason that I'm in this mess. I'm in it. The situation. So I'm in a situation where I want to accomplish big things. And I want the information that I share to empower people. And I am concerned about what people think about me because I want the information to get out there. And for a lot of people, I'm too intense. And I am going through a lot right now, and I would love to be in a situation where I'm working effectively every day at sharing information. But right now, I have to find a way to be in good health, to drink plenty of water, to find a way to eat, even though I don't have a kitchen, somewhat affordably, without eating out all the time, and without consuming the food stamps, all of them, early. I really have no other choice. And I don't beg. And I'm not begging in the streets. And I feel, even though a lot of people are wondering, how is it like someone like me could wind up in this situation with the talent that I have in my mind, and some say beauty, and more. I'm still trying to figure that out. And some of the conclusions that I've come up with, there's a multitude of factors some people don't agree with. And then sometimes we wonder in our lives if this is bad karma, when bad things happen to good people. I know someone that's done a lot of good who may be losing his home in the next 30 days, becoming homeless. It's like I got a truck coming behind me. I'm not supposed to be parking where I am. I'm parking illegally. So for whatever reason, at times, bad things, challenging things happen to good people. And sometimes we see seemingly good things happening to bad people. And people wonder, is there a just creator? And we see so much devastation right now, with a few at the top having so much power. But it's ideas like that that I bring to outside the box. Ideas that we could be here for a reason. I sure believe that I am. And that there's work to be done. And through the work, good will come of it. So I'm going to be going to sleep after this video. And I'll be uploading it tomorrow. And whether I like it or not, people want to see a successful Alex. And it's difficult for people to hear about what's happening, especially if they don't know how to help. And there are some people that have offered their place states away. But right now I'm meant to be in Portland to finish this task. And it's been really hard to be here for so many reasons. I've shared some of them. A lot of them, it may just seem like an emotional rant, like I've lost my mind, that I'm crazy. super emotional. But there's a lot that people don't understand about my life and the history involving moving and a lot of change. Change is a part of life, and I'm trying to get things changing from where they are now. And that is going to require the utmost discipline on my part. Without a place to cook, without a place to bathe, without certain things, it's difficult for me to be out in public to breathe this air. You guys know about geoengineering and other things. There's an electromagnetic pool of energy here in Portland. A lot of different things are going on. Being outside, moving from place to place, you know, it's been a fairly helicopter and drone-free night. But it is a very unnerving experience to have drone over drone over drone after drone flying over you when you're laying in the park. And then to tell yourself, oh no, it's just the ongoing surveillance taking place, which it likely is, but yet flying over slowly and sometimes low and then going back. They probably like the view of the park. That's what it is. Or maybe it's a couple things at once, maybe a little practicing. That's the world I live in, where I know that these things are happening, and I feel compelled to warn, educate, also inspire. So after this week, the upcoming week, I'll be covering a lot of stories relating to Portland, talking a little bit about the mayor and there's a recall campaign. Talk about some stories that people have never heard of. Give them some food for thought. G4S Security in Portland, City of Portland banking with HSBC. The real story of what's going on with the homeless in Portland and how this current administration, this current regime has treated them and the real lack of places for people to go so they can avoid being woken up in the middle of the night, sleeping on public sidewalks. And I'll cover that, and then I'm thinking the weeks following, I'll be getting into, I might be getting back into the solar flare information. And I'm thinking about doing a series of shows and focusing on that for several weeks, and then releasing the text, completing what I started to build years ago. And then in 2013, put together a 1-hour presentation. I need to expand that and see where that propels me into August. In the meantime, I'm public now. I'm on Access TV. People recognize me. There aren't a lot of smiles in this town. It's a difficult place to feel grounded. I gotta do a lot of personal work just to make sure I can handle it here and just keep going. And then go on the air looking refreshed and being centered and all of those things and so much more. But yet I'm doing a lot of this alone, entirely alone. This whole story is bizarre. It's like a weird movie. And I'll tell you what, I want to be an example for others. At the end of the day, there's going to be one hell of a story that comes about from this. I'm really focused this week on finding some quieter places to work on the computer. And I've got to do laundry. I've got to clean out that truck. I need to find some more peaceful places to rest at night. And things of that nature. Very, very simple things. So I can feel centered in this experience and then propel forward and do what so few others have done. Take an Access TV show beyond what it currently is. Because I have a larger idea than, you know, just a weekly show. With the right help, getting the volunteers is difficult. But I'd like to start a second show, which is a variety news show. And it could be called something like Outside the Box TV News Weekly. So these are all these different ideas that I've got bouncing around. And it's late. I've actually had it fairly nice here, except for the train coming back and forth. So tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to be blogging over at alexansary.blogspot.com, sharing a lot of my stories. I'm not going to be embarrassed about this, about making this video. I'm not going to delete this. You can perceive my experience however you'd like. But I am giving it everything that I've got to do this. And it's important to me that I live a life where I'm sharing truth. Because this is also about my own soul's evolution. This isn't about being a star. I need to do this, and so much more. And so over the course of this winter, if I remain here, and it seems that I may have to endure this while accomplishing some major goals of mine and putting together some presentations. So tomorrow's a new day, although it's already that new day today, probably hitting 2:30, 3 o'clock. Take care, good night, or good morning, and we'll talk to you later.